Dr. Bolak?
Yeah.
Dr. Morton. We got a police radio message.
She's in shock. I'm not sure what else is going on. There's a severe laceration on the upper right thigh.
Okay, we'll need a pulse and a blood pressure.
Yes, doctor.
How long has she been unconscious?
I'm not certain. There was an explosion.
Right, we heard about that on the police radio.
I found her pinned under the wreckage in our son's room. That was at least an hour ago.
Okay. Now, this leg's pretty much of a mess. We've got some tissue damage. We've got massive swelling. Could be cyanotic below the wound.
Yeah, she's hemorrhaging into the thigh.
Blood pressure is 80/60. Pulse is 125.
Yeah, that's up from 110, the police car. Respiration's around 125 a minute.
Okay, we'll need an IV. And what the hell are we going to do with this leg?
Put a pressure bandage on it. Tourniquet might control the bleeding, but see, it's positioned wrong. I mean, the wound's just too high up in the thigh.
All right, well, we'll see how the pressure bandage does.
Is there anything else we can do for you, Doctor?
No, thank you. I very much appreciate everything you've done.
I have your statement, and we'll go around to the houses in the neighborhood and see if there's anyone who can tell us anything more about the explosion. You will hear from us.
Yes, thank you.
I'm really sorry. Good night.
Dr. Bolak, I think you better take a look at this. She's bleeding right through the bandage. I think she's coming around.
Jill? Jillian.
Hurt.
Yeah, I know, honey. We're gonna do something about that.
Back. My back.
Where does your back hurt?
Everywhere. Bad. Seneca.
Yeah. I'm right here.
Seneca.
It was an accident, but you're gonna be just fine. Okay, now. Hang on, Jill.
Doctor, I think we got a back injury.
How about 150 milligrams of Pyridine?
Okay, would you get it? Mrs. Bolak, would you try to move this leg? No.
Tight.
No, the right leg has got a bandage on it. Would you try to move the other leg? Okay. Would you try that once more? That's very good. Now, you just take it easy. Thank you, Jean.
Okay, honey, now, in a minute or two, you're going to start to feel better.
Something
Now,
happened.
don't fight it. Now, just let go, huh?
What happened to me?
You were hurt, but it's going to be all right.
Edmund. Where's Edmund?
Doctor, I think we're in trouble. Somebody's got to go in there and surgically operate, tie off the bleeders, or we're going to lose her.
Okay, well, who's the best person you got?
I am the only person you've got. I'm a family practice resident.
What?
We are an auxiliary clinic attached to St. Mary's, which is 45 minutes away. We're out here mostly to deal with the summer people. Sunburn, heat prostration, jellyfish stings. We get an occasional car accident or a heart attack, but by and large, we send the serious cases to St. Mary's.
It'll be almost an hour before we get her in surgery there.
And she will not last that long.
Well, how soon can you get someone here?
It'll be about a half an hour. We don't keep blood here for transfusions.
Oh, my God. Okay, I'll do it.
You can't do it. You're not affiliated with us. This woman is your wife.
You're right, and I'm damn well not going to stand around and watch her bleed to death. Now, here is my medical license. I am chief of neurosurgery at Riverside Hospital. Now, just pick up the phone, and you can verify that with the switchboard. The name is Seneca Bolak.
Riverside Hospital?
Yeah, 555-4000. Now, while you're doing that, I want to contact your family, and I'd like to see the room where your surgery is done.
Seneca Bolak?
Yeah. If the name sounds familiar, it's because I'm a recipient of the Bowland Award.
Oh, that's it. Of course. It's an unusual name. I was trying to connect it with something since you came in. Sorry, Doctor. Forgive me.
That's all right. Just show me where the phone is.
It's right through there, and it's on the wall.
Right. Okay, put a blanket around her, please.
Yes, sir.
Monitor the blood pressure.
What do you think your chances are?
About 1 in 100.
In today's episode, the role of Delia Ryan Coleridge will be played by Robin Millan.
Would you enjoy a little anisette?
No.
Okay, Dee. What's up?
Nothing. I just don't like licorice. You know that.
You've been pouting all evening. And as a dinner companion, you've been a complete bore.
Oh, well, excuse me, but I did fix it, didn't I?
Yes, you did. And gloom hung over the table. Now, what is it? Did tea go up after you sold it?
Uh-uh.
Aluminum and or tin suddenly take a plunge.
No, the commodities are all fine. Do you know that I gave Frank Ryan the best years of my life?
I certainly hope not.
Oh, you know what I mean. When I married him, he had practically nothing. I mean, he was nothing but a cop walking a beat, and oh, I had to go work at the phone company. And then we had the baby. We lived in a crummy apartment. Oh, boy. Then he decided he wanted to go to law school, right? Yeah. So I went to work at the telephone company. And then, of course, there was the campaign, and I had to stand behind him. Then in the hospital, I gave him all that support. I told him how wonderful he was.
Is there a point to this tirade? I mean, it's rather ancient history.
Yeah. Frank was sworn in as senator today.
And?
And? I mean, it was an event. I could have been there. Maeve and Johnny were in Washington. I mean, I bet you they met the president. It just isn't fair, that's all. It just isn't fair.
Delia, my love, only you.
Only me what?
Only you could sit there and bemoan to her third, and I hope, final husband, that she still isn't married to her first.
Oh, when did I say that, huh? No. Should have known you'd be sensitive. Yeah, really sensitive.
Forgive me.
Oh.
As to being sensitive, no, darling.
Oh, yeah.
Where it comes to your former lovers, I have developed calluses. I mean, at least you're not asking me for a divorce.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
You know, Frank is free. You could toddle on back to him and ask to be his Washington hostess.
And Frank and I don't even like each other.
But you do feel some regrets that you're not a part of his Washington high life.
Yeah, those exciting parties with real ambassadors.
I doubt that you would enjoy that.
How do you know?
I know you very well. You don't like doing things that you don't want to do, like being with people that you don't like, having to bone up on the latest political issues so you can carry on an intelligent conversation, having to memorize all the names of the foreign ambassadors and all the other VIPs.
But real ambassadors.
Honey, parties stop being fun when you have to go to them. Your life would be one long political obligation.
Yeah. I guess maybe you're right.
Indeed. I mean, wouldn't you much rather wear your golden Fitch around the neighborhood where you grew up?
Maybe.
I mean, down in Washington, I mean, nobody could say, hey, I knew her when. I mean, you'd fit right in with all the other beautiful people. They would assume that you were born to that fur, so to speak.
Yeah. I guess maybe you're right. maybe I am happier living here in Riverside and being married to you instead of Frank. Maybe.
I'm sure of it. Besides, I'm a lot more fun than Frank in all kinds of ways. Hello.
Roger Seneca.
Oh, good evening.
Roger, there's been an accident out at the beach house.
What happened?
An explosion. Propane tank, I don't know how. Jillian is badly hurt. We're out at the auxiliary clinic of St. Mary's Hospital.
Seneca, are you all right?
Yeah. I wasn't there when it happened. I found them.
Them? The baby, was he injured?
Edmund is dead.
Seneca, when?
What is it? What happened?
Shh, Dee.
This afternoon, Edmund was, well, he was killed instantly. Jill's in shock. She has a severe laceration up her right thigh. She's hemorrhaging. Someone's got to go and tie off the bleeders.
I understand. Who's there?
I'm gonna do it.
You out of your mind?
Roger, there's no alternative. There's nobody else. There's no time to move her, no time to bring somebody else in. There's no blood for transfusions.
Oh, my God. Look, does whoever's in charge know that your license has been suspended?
No, and he's not gonna know either. Roger, there is no alternative. It's critical.
I understand.
Okay. Some fine faith and Pat Ryan, get out here as fast as you can, all right?
I'm on my way. Seneca.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I never saw you look like that before.
There's been an accident. Edmund's dead. Jill's barely alive. They're out on the island, and Seneca's going to operate.
Well, but he can't do that. I mean, won't they put him in jail or something?
Hopefully, not tonight.
Where are you going?
To get Faith.
Well, I'm coming with you.
All right, suit yourself.
No, look, I'm the last person that they'd want there. I guess it'd be better off if I didn't go. Look, will you call me?
Of course.
Are you all right?
Not exactly. He was a very nice little boy, and I'm somewhat amazed to discover that I loved him.
I'm very sorry. I really am.
Thank you. I'll call you later.
I hope Jill's better by the time you get there.
It's down a little.
Pulse?
Same. She is in no condition for surgery.
Well, without it, she's in even worse shape, isn't she? Just to say dead.
I agree. It is more complicated than it seemed Christmas night.
I don't know how I expected him to react. Did I think he was going to cry and moan? Blame me for everything, expect me to stay with him? He was so gallant, so fine and dignified. He doesn't expect anything from me.
But you expect something from yourself.
When he found out about the damage to his eyes, he barely even reacted. All he was concerned about were the seizures. Were they gone for good? Was he still dangerous? And when he acted like that, I think he deserves a little support.
Support is one thing. But what do you deserve?
I don't know.
Don't you deserve a life of your own? An opportunity to go after the life you want, which is something that I'd hoped to share with you, and I still do.
Pat, I wanted that too.
Past tense.
No.
Good. Because back when we both thought Tom was psychotic, I let myself fall in love with you. Or rather, I let myself admit that I never stopped loving you.
I'm sorry. I feel very close to you. I'm just really confused right now.
Yeah. You feel married again.
No, I feel like I have some kind of obligation.
Even though Tom said you don't have any?
Probably because that's what he did say. Pat, here he is, blind from surgery, a condition that could be permanent.
But it might not be.
But he wants to go and move back to his old apartment, hire a nurse or whatever is needed to be done. Live a life apart from me. And he knows better than anyone, if immigration finds this out, they'll probably declare our marriage a fraud and send him right back to Ireland.
Where he's likely to be killed, I know. Now, come here, come here. You know I don't want that any more than you do. But suppose Tom's application for citizenship could be expedited through immigration. As of today, we do have a certain amount of influence with the junior senator from the state of New York.
Do you think Frank would be willing?
Well, we won't know till we ask. And I'll ask, because he tried to help Tom before.
But I don't want Frank to consider that a misuse of his office.
Well, it's not as if we're asking him to fix a parking ticket. And besides, I think if a stranger came up to Frank and explained Tom's situation, Frank would do whatever he could to help. So he won't discriminate against family or friends.
Well, that would solve part of the problem.
What else is there besides Tom's citizenship?
Pat, I can't separate my feelings.
But you have to try. And you gotta toss out the ones labeled guilt. Now, you're not obliged to announce it to the folks down at immigration, but we both know that you married him out of kindness. Or is there something else? Do you love him?
There is a way in which I love Tom. Of course. I mean, I could have never married him in the first place if I didn't have that. But it's not the same love that I have for you.
Let me tell you what I believe about our love. I believe that whatever we've already shared is only a beginning, and that in some way and somehow, you and I were truly meant to be in love. Clearly, it's much easier to do that together than it is apart. Am I right?
Faith? Faith?
In the parlor. Roger, what in the world?
I'm sorry to interrupt. I have some bad news.
Roger, are you sure
Sure about what, honey?
about Edmund?
Like I told you exactly what Seneca told me.
From that overpass to the road of the beach house, that's about an hour, right?
Yeah, well, we haven't gotten under 80 since we left Manhattan. We shall be in Millbridge in about 30 minutes. I keep thinking about Seneca.
It's not just that he doesn't have a license. It's to the best of my knowledge, he hasn't done experimental surgery in 18 months or more.
It's more, but he doesn't have any choice.
Even if Jill pulls through, he's still in a lot of trouble. There's no way the fact that Seneca Bolak performed emergency surgery is going to remain a secret.
Well, we can hope. But heaven help him if he makes a mistake.
No one is going to press charges.
Not us, Faith. The county medical board, they'd crucify him.
Well, I'm not worried about Seneca. About him making a mistake. I'm afraid. What if Jill can't be helped by anyone?
Seneca didn't say fatal. He said critical.
He's coming around again.
Pain must be pretty bad.
No.
Another 100 milligrams of meperidine.
Where is he?
Jillian.
Edmund.
Honey, listen. I want you to lie still. You hurt your back, and I don't want you to move. Do you understand? Now, we're going to give you another shot for the pain.
Seneca.
Yeah, here I am. Here I am.
Edmund.
Now, don't think about Edmund right now. Take a deep breath and count backwards from 10.
I want
huh?
my
10.
baby. No.
Jillian, count backwards from 10.
No, something's
10,
happened.
9,
Edmund, where are you?
8.
Oh, God, please.
Jillian, that's enough. Now, stop it. Stop it.
I want to find my baby. I want my baby. Please help me find my baby.
What if you could change your past? Erica does, every week, because sometimes the only way to move forward is to go back. A new original primetime drama, Being Erica, Thursdays at 10 on SoapNet.